so to speak. But the question is, how come none of them never don't make any input? They have. Our Igwe of our village have. Prominent members have. Our cousins and aunties, our aunties, all of them, uncles, all of them have. Peter doesn't listen to anybody. See, I'm not trying to put Peter down. I'm not trying to make him look bad. I'm not trying to say I'm a saint. I'm just trying to say there is nothing humanly possible that people, not just me now, people have not done.
The matter chop hot.
Assembly diloto. Hey!
Aye.
Spoken, also spoken, and now their elder brother Jude Okoye of P Square fame has also spoken. This is going to be a very long conversation of which I don't think will be solved anytime soon, and it is all about musicians or Nigerian musicians P Square who have now gone their separate ways again after coming back some few months ago, and now looks like things are getting worse by the day, because as it stands there is an EFCC involved. There are two twin brothers who don't even want to see eye to eye, and also their elder brother that probably want nothing to do with his twin junior brothers. This and many more is what we are going to discuss here today on the podcast with me, Roland Amate, live on Roland Report. So like I said, Jude Okoye, who happens to be the elder brother of P Square, have also spoken. He's out and he has said a lot of things. He came on IG Live or Instagram Live, where he came to vent, rant, and also share his side of the story, of which his brother Peter Okoye not long ago in his letter has left so many allegations against him, including a petition that he sent to the EFCC. Don't forget that this show is sponsored by Ghana's #1 ride-hailing app, Shagzy. Go on your Google Play Store, your App Store, download the app today as a driver. Just sign up with just 20 Ghana cedis, and you pay no commission to anybody. Whatever you earn, whatever you get is for you. And as a rider, just sign up for free. Order your ride from one place to the other, safe, secure, and very affordable on the market. Now let's go to the matter at hand, and it is all about P Square. In my previous editions, I have treated the topic of when Rude Boy came to say his side of the story, how Peter Okoye, his twin brother of the same P Square group fame, came to reported him to EFCC, where he was being investigated, and probably a mini detention there where he was almost detained, but he was let go. And again, Peter or Mr. P, who is now being called, like, who was also part of the P Square brand, also came to say his side of the story, where he talked about his relationship with his brother, how or reasons why they went defunct, of which he also explained the reason why he had to call EFCC on his brothers. So many of in these two people's accounts, one person or some people that were mostly fingered in is Jude Okoye, who happens to be their senior brother, of which Jude also in this conversation now, after a long silence, have also come out to explain his side of the story. So yes, Jude came on Instagram Live, like I said, to talk about so many things, all the allegations that his brothers have leveled against him and all of that. And in that one, he also talked about all the things, how he feels and all of that, and what he would also going to do. At this point, after listening to all the three accounts, there are some few conclusions that I have actually drawn to, and it will interest you to know that this is really what is going on. I want us to go take a quick listen to what Jude had to say. When we come back, I will share my view on what I think, or where I think the problem is coming from, and probably how they can solve it. But you can also share your views in the comment section. Let me hear from you. Let me know what you think about this P Square saga. Until then, let's go listen to Jude When we come back, we both get interactive and we share our views. Stick and stay.
It online that talked about us, if we have elders in our family, if we have people in our family, the elders, the Igwes and call family members. I'm not going to lie to you. Paul kind of attacked him, but I beg to differ for what Paul did. The man was right. Yes, we have elders, we have family members, we have Igwes, we have elderly people, so to speak. But the question is, how come none of them don't make any input? They have. Our Igwe of our village have. Prominent members have. Our cousins and aunties, our aunties, all of them, uncles, all of them have. Peter doesn't listen to anybody. See, I'm not trying to put Peter down. I'm not trying to make him look bad. I'm not trying to say I'm a saint. I'm just trying to say there is nothing humanly possible that people, not just me now, people have not done. Emekofo, Letifa Yuba, Dantata, name them, prominent men, governors, ministers, everybody. Once they hear from him, they hear from me, they hear from Peter, and they're making a final submission, and the submission is not going towards Peter's favor, it will explode and walk out. Steady, steady, steady. Why am I still always involved? I don't understand. 8 years, for 8 good years, I have not had anything to do with P Square. For 8 years. I have survived outside P Square for 8 years. Now, that is the biggest problem. What was going on? That they've been having issues, and he thought that the only way that the issue should stop is to have a permanent solution to the issues. If Peter is complaining that he doesn't get his ideas contribution in the P Square brand, that what they are going to do now is that if they are going to be doing everything 50-50, like for instance now, they said they wanted to have an album or whatever. Somebody wants to get their album for 10 tracks. He said, okay, you will bring half of the album, I'll bring half of the album. You'll be in charge of your 5 songs, I'll be in charge of my 5 songs. You promote your 5 songs, I'll promote my 5 songs. If you want to shoot a video, you have an idea of the video, instead of conflicting with mine, shoot it with in your own 5 songs, I'll shoot mine in my own 5 songs. But to have that union of P Square, I'll have my songs come to you and say, okay, Peter, come and feature in 2, 3, 4, or 5 of my tracks. Do the same thing. Let's have that union so that we can be able to protect that P Square sound, that texture that people already fell in love with P Square, so we can still maintain it. That Peter rejected that idea. That was what brought the argument. Money, bring the person, feature the person. At the end of the day, that your 5 song, register it, copyright it as your own. I'll do likewise to my own. If the song when na my own na in blow or your own na in blow, whichever one will blow, when they call us for P Square, we'll climb stage together, go perform finish, we'll go collect our money, we'll split them 50-50. But when it comes to royalties, streaming, whatever, the only way they come for your name of your own songs, being go to you. The only way they come to my own, make it come to me. That was exactly what he proposed. And Peter wasn't in agreement with that. That was their fight. To undermine my authority and remove me from catalog. Meaning, okay, you have removed me from P Square. Now you want to remove the only legacy I have to show that I was once a part of P Square. Paul signed it. Peter signed it. The 2 manager, MM, and Shehu signed it. I have it with me here. I'm just trying to make you understand that. Why are you people always saying, I'm siding with Paul? Paul is siding with me. No. That is the game that Peter knows that you people are always falling into. So he will keep doing it as far as he just come and say, you are making Paul a weak person. You are siding with Paul. Okay, what does it mean by you are siding with Paul is always siding with Jude? knowing fully well that Jude wants to oppress me. For crying out loud. How me could take oppress Peter? You carry Range Rover and get your girlfriend. I don't even, that GLE of 2012, my wife still drives to today. How I they take oppress you? Go and settle with your brothers. Why are you only siding one person? Go and settle with your brothers. 45-year-old men. They all have gray hair now. And they dye my hair. Them and they wait for their turn to dye their hair. What am I supposed to do to have my peace? Jude, leave P Square alone. Leave P Square. Stop managing them. Stop managing them. I've left them for 8 years now. Now it's go and settle them. Go and settle them. Go and settle them. Go and settle them. If I enter settle them, they will carry the whole problem. Put for my head. This guy came to my compound to come and play with my son, knowing fully well he just wrote and submitted a petition against me. I couldn't put that together. I almost lost my mind. Wait, you were just playing with my son 2 months ago. And looking at your petition and the date, it was very obvious you have already submitted a petition against me, and you came and put up a face. You smiled with me, and you played with my son, and you borrowed my tool from me and left. I can't get that out of my mind. It's hard. It's so hard. I can't. It's hard. Not that I don't want to. I've tried so much to see if I can forget that. It's just not leaving my head.
This is just a version of a very long conversation. In fact, over an hour of venting and also telling of his story as well as ranting as well. Because in this particular conversation, one thing that I've also deduced out of is the fact that Nigerians know how to tell their story. For somebody coming from a background where we've dealt with, or I've dealt directly with some of them, of which it has gone sideways and they've come out to tell their story. One thing that I am deducing out of it is they know how to tell their story, and it is the emotional attachment in their delivery. Because when you listen to Rude Boy's account or Rude Boy's narration of the whole problem and whatever is going on, I mean, after his speech or after his interviews, so many people were turned against Peter. When Peter also came to write his letters and his side of the story and explanations, now the eyes turned to Rude Boy and Jude Okoye. And listening to Jude speak, so many people I know who were angry at Jude now who sympathize with him and even would want him to also be sympathized with in this conversation. But some people are also with the assertion that the long and short or the up and down of this whole conversation started with Jude, and it is out of that company that he created, of which has generated lots and lots and lots of hatred where the funds were being diverted. But somebody would also argue that yes, as much as he had also created an account for a company for himself, Peter has created his own company, Mr. P Classics. Jude, Rude Boy has also created his, as well as Jude. So what is stopping Jude from also creating his company? But the argument now is that Jude probably created his probably before any of them, and how he manipulated Rude Boy against Peter. And when, according to him, the moment he joined forces with Peter, he got kicked off the P Square Force or the P Square brand. Well, I don't know how you interpret this, but let me hear from you. Let me know what you think about whatever is going on after listening to a bit of Jude Okoye's account of the whole conversation as far as P Square is concerned. And do you think that they will be coming back anytime soon? It is only time that will tell. But if you have any advice, of course, you can drop it. It is the truth, the lies, and the lessons in this particular conversation as far as P Square is concerned. My name is Roland Amate. This has been the podcast with me live on Roland Report. Don't forget to share this content. Don't forget to share your views, and let's expand the family as it will make us bigger, more beautiful, and more content for you and the whole wide world. Until then, I have interesting stories on this platform, so don't forget to click on the notification icon so that should any video drop, you will be among the first to know. I'll see you when I see you. Peace. I'm out of here.
The matter chop hot.
Asemene Diloto. Hey!
Aye.